Welcome into the second half of July here on the farm that we're trying to save. My son's out with us today. He's gonna, get this field here all tilled up so we can get ready to plant it in a little bit. Want to try to get another good helping off of it, new crop. But what we need to do, a lot of people have told me, a lot of our neighbors here, that they're making a lot more money off of lettuce. So we're going to come in here and we're going to switch this thing over. And we're going to, instead of doing the tomatoes, we're going to shut that one off and we're going to start making lettuce. So alright, so that's all activated. That's doing its thing. We're going to hop over into our combine and we're going to actually combine the neighbor's field. He needs some help. He's going to pay us a little bit of money to do so. So I'm going to run over, hop in the combine and go do that. I wish this combine would have came with a longer hitch in the back. I can never be able to pull my head anywhere. I have to take it with me because it won't clear the trailer. Then I'll want to fall right off. But we're actually not going too far. We're just going right over here to this next field. It's an oat field, so let me hop in that field and we'll get that thing harvested. He's going to give us about $6,000 to it, so I'm happy with that. The bonus of this field is he's going to let us collect the straw on it and we'll be able to sell it. Of course, we're still holding our straw bales from our own field. Got a little bit off of that, as you saw in the last episode, and it'll probably be September, I'm guessing, is when we'll go ahead and make the jump and sell that. We'll just add these bales to that collection. But this field, it's not too small of a field. It's not as big as our last field we harvested, but it'll be good. We should be able to get a little extra crop off of it. I'm hoping, at least. It's not going to be anything big, but add that to the $6,000 that he's going to pay us. That's something I can live with. Let me go ahead and finish this. We only have the $1,600 right now in our pocket. We still have $110,000 to go on our loan to be able to save this farm. So let me get this thing all harvested up. Well, I just ran back to the farm to grab a wagon. Looks like Josh, the boy, he's got a long ways to go over here. So he's really not able to help me right now, but we got the field, as you can see, 61% done. I just don't see it making a whole lot extra for us. I was kind of hoping it would, but I'm afraid it's just the yield's not the greatest. But we'll see. Thankfully, the place we're taking is just across the river. We don't have too far to go. Let me get this dropped off into the cart here and get back to finishing this field. One thing that I'm a little bummed by, I shouldn't be bummed about it, but this field here is directly across the creek from our farm, and there's not a little bit of storm damage that he experienced. We had quite a few spots where it had wind and hail damage, but he had absolutely nothing. I have noticed a little bit though with our combine that it's of course not storm related, but it's starting to bog down a little bit in this dirt, how it sinks in. And especially on turnarounds, the repair condition, it's not too bad a shape right now. It's got 35 hours on it, but it really does need to go to the shop and get a little tune-up work done. Because right now, we can only get 4, maybe 5 miles per hour turning around. That's just, should be able to turn around a little better than that. Like here, we're able to get up to 8. But then you'll get back in the field, it starts slowing down again. Of course, now we're lowering the head, so it's obviously going to slow down, but it should go a little better. So I think, we only have the canola and sunflower fields left of our own crops. This combine should be able to get through that. And then after the loan, hopefully it's paid off in October or November, we'll be able to then have a little bit of money to start doing some upkeep on our own equipment. But this field here is just about finished up. Got, I think, 11,000 on the first one plus another 4. So we're around 15,000 liters. Not a whole lot, but hopefully there'll be a little extra out of that. Let me get this dropped off. We will run this to the elevator, get it sold, and see if we can make a little something off of it. Alright, let's see what kind of extra money we can receive out of this. Hopefully it's enough to finish the contract at least. Only 80% done now, but I think once we dump this in, that should complete it. That'll bring us another $6,000 for the contract, and hopefully a little bit extra out of the oats. Let's see. Not gonna be much. There we go, a little bit. 1,900, that's pretty good. Add that to the rest of it, and it'll give us another 6,800. All right, we actually still have this deadwood field from the other day, before the storm that we were working on. We'll go ahead and collect it as well. There we go. All right, all of our contracts are complete. We'll get back, grab the baler, and start baling that field. But now we're up to 12,000. So, I mean, we could actually maybe pay some on the loan before we jump into the month of August. But let me get back, and we'll start baling. I am a little nervous that I could have screwed up. I collected his money before I came back and baled his straw. So I'm not sure if it's going to take it or not. It is, good. I noticed the straw was still here, so that was a good sign, but I mean, once I collected his money, I didn't know if he was going to let me keep taking it, but it's still working, so I will go ahead and I will take every bit of it. I reset the counter, so we'll get to see how many, but let me get all this baled up and see what we come up with at the end. Well, there we have it. Looks like 15 bales. Didn't quite get that 16th one, but it was close enough. I'll go put this thing away, and then I will grab the trailer, get these bales loaded out of here, and add those to our collection over by the farm. And then I might see if there's any crops that we can plant in that field that Josh is over there plowing up right now. So let's go find out. While Josh is finishing up plowing that field, I've decided to try to move some loose ends here. I've got our wood beams. We're going to take that to our new garage we're building, and we got 2 pallets of furniture. We will add that to the tomatoes and take that up to the farmer's market. There's actually nothing to plant in the month of July that I'm interested in, so we're going to wait till next month, and then we're going to plant that big field in canola again, just like we got the little field past it. Plus, the little field should be ready to harvest next month. I'm going to run this up to the garage, and this should be the last thing it needs right now for the next step of construction. We do have quite a pile of straw bales there on our left. Let me get over there to the garage and drop this one bundle of wood beams off. Alright, here we go with the wood beams. Unhook those. Boom. Strap those 2 back up and grab the tomatoes. That should be everything we need for that first step. So we should be able to start seeing things come up on the walls. I'm hoping. It's the first time we've built anything here on the farm, and everything else came when we got the farm. But let me grab these tomatoes. We don't look like we have any lettuce yet, but the tomatoes should bring us some good money as well. Boom. Strapped in, ready to go. I'll get up to the farmer's market and sell what we've got. Alright, here we are at the farmer's market. Let's see what we can do with all this. I mean, the furniture should be good pay. Yeah, 20,915. Wow, that furniture is really good pay. Let's see if anything is set up inside right about now. Yes, maybe. There's a few tomatoes. There's our tomatoes that we're selling. Looks like maybe more tomatoes down below there. Not seen any of the furniture yet, but there's our other tomatoes. Everybody's got some tomatoes, so good. Alright, well, we'll get back to the farm. There's really not much more to do in July, so as soon as Josh is finished up plowing that field, we will skip ahead and we will be in the month of August. See you next month. Well, here we are in August, and we have started construction of our new garage. Weird, we only brought lumber to it, but hey, there's cement foundation down. That's interesting how that works, but hey, I'm happy. Something's being done, but as you can look at the bottom there, we need 10,000 cement bags. Ouch, that's going to be hard. We need some planks long, but we have a sawmill up on the hill. That's producing that, so we should be okay with the lumber. But we do have a couple pallets of lettuce here, but our canola field is ready, so we're going to hop in the combine. We're going to start doing that, along with planting this in canola as well. So let's get in the field and get started. Well, I think Josh is tired of not doing the harvesting, so he wanted to hop in and actually go ahead and do that on that canola field. So I'm going to let him. He's going to be harvesting that. I'm going to start seeding this field here, and hopefully we got the canola working like it's supposed to. Well, after doing a little bit of switching back and forth, I was finally able to get the lines to appear. So now I can do this with GPS lines. But the son up there, he's doing really good. He's already, looks like he's almost through the field once, one round around it. So it won't take very long. It'll take me a lot longer to do this field. But I'll just keep working at this field till he is done over there, and then we'll go help him haul off the grain. Well, I'm actually going to try to help out the neighbor, the one we just harvested for. The field over there, the oats. He's looking for some work now, so he's doing that. Since we helped him, he's going to help us. That's why our money's going to go down just a little bit in the top right. That'll be his wage, but it's not too bad. Then we're going to come over here and unload the combine and probably store it in our bin, because I really doubt this is a good price. Let me check the prices real quick and find out. As you can see, nothing we have right now is really going to be a good time to sell it. We're going to wait for the wheat for, let's see, until January. We can't wait that long, so we'll have to sell that probably in a month or two. And then our straw, we're going to try to, it's also January, we're going to try to make it a couple more months. But right now, what we really need to see is how much the canola is selling for. And August is a bad time. If we can hold off till to November, it looks like that's going to be the best time. So that is what we're going to try to do. Make it till either October or November, somewhere in there, and get that sold off. But I'll go ahead, we'll unload this combine when he's done, take it to our grain bin, and store it for a couple months. But that should do it for this episode here on Saving the Farm. If you enjoyed it, be sure to slap that like button. And until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous, for praise is comely for the upright. Praise the Lord with harp. Sing unto him with the psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings. Sing unto him a new song. Play skillfully with a loud noise. For the word of the Lord is right, and all his works are done in truth.